Hey golfers, in this next video I'll be talking about golf downswing sequence. Keep watching. Hi, it's Troy from hittingitsolid.com here. Thanks for watching. So we're talking about golf downswing sequence, and obviously this is a key part of the golf swing and something you need to really get good at to play good golf. In fact, if you can remember a great round of golf you played, whether it was recently or some time ago, I can guarantee that your golf downswing sequence was spot on that day, which was why you hit the golf ball so well. Now, there's three parts I believe that make up a great golf downswing sequence. I'm going to go through each one of these. That way it'll help you make an overall great golf swing and shoot those lower scores. So before we get started on that, one key thing I'm going to mention, the downswing sequence, it's not separate from the backswing. They're actually one full motion. So as I go through this, I'll explain that too, but very important that the downswing forms part of the whole golf swing. It's not separate from the backswing. All right, so let's get stuck into this. Okay, the first part of our golf downswing sequence is the lower body movement. Now, as I mentioned just towards the end of that first section of the video, this part happens in conjunction with the backswing. And here's what I'm talking about. The downswing forms part of the whole golf swing. The backswing and the downswing aren't two separate actions. And this first part that talks about the lower body really illustrates that. As you make a golf swing, a backswing, and this is what every great player does, as they get to the top, before they actually even finish their backswing, really great players, as they get anywhere, and this happens anywhere in the backswing, could be here, could be up here, but before they even finish their backswing, they've already commenced a lower body shift to their lead side towards the target. They've already started. They don't wait till they finish their backswing and then all of a sudden move across like that. They're already starting their downswing towards the end of their backswing. So really important that as you work through your backswing, before you get to the top, that you start moving your lower body, putting pressure into that lead foot. For me, it's the instep of that lead foot. So before I've even finished the backswing, we're starting this lower bit. We're getting a little bit lower, and we're really engaging that lower part of the body, and that is moving first. That's the first part of the downswing. It's moving first. It's giving you that ground stability, giving us that ground for power that we need before the rest of the body keeps on moving in the downswing. All right, so that's the first part of our golf downswing sequence. Okay, the second part of our golf downswing sequence is opening up our upper body and our hips. So we've already shifted our lower half, it's already laterally shifted just a little bit. Now the next part is our upper body will start to open up. It'll start to rotate. This will be our chest, our big muscles up here, and our hips will start to open up as well as we move down into our impact area. Now the hips will open up more than the upper body, the shoulders through impact, but as we move down, it's important that that upper body and that lower body begin to shift just as we start to externally rotate the lead knee and really get into this powerful downswing sequence position. All right, so that's the second part of the golf downswing sequence. Okay, the last part of our golf downswing sequence is the arms, a really important part because tying in with this is shallowing that golf club in the downswing so we can get into a great spot to hit the golf ball. So, as we're starting our downswing, that lower body's moving first, our upper body and our hips start to rotate, opening up that body. The arms will be lagging slightly behind. We don't want them lagging too far behind, just lagging slightly behind. Body is opening up, and we're getting into that really solid impact position here. Now, it'll be slightly different with the driver. I've got a 9-iron here, but with the driver you'll have a little bit more secondary axis tilted in back because the ball will be up on a tee and you'll be trying to hit it on the up, but the concept is still very much the same. We're still getting that little lateral shift, then rotating the shoulders and the hips, and then letting the arms drop the club down, and we're getting through to impact. I'll show you the shallowing bit from down the line. Let's have a look at it at a different angle. Let's have a look at the whole move actually. So we're starting our lower body first, we're opening up our hips, our shoulders, shallowing out that golf club, hands lagging slightly behind, and then we're getting into impact into that position there. So really important you get that sequencing correct, and to help you do that I'm going to show you a really simple drill coming up that you can practice from home on the golf course. It will really help you tie all these things in together to help you make a great golf swing. Here's a simple drill that can help you get the correct golf downswing sequence every time. Love this drill, use this one a lot, just ties it all in together so you're not thinking about lower, upper arms, it kind of all just ties it in together. So grab a club, jump out of your chair. Again, you don't need to be hitting balls doing this, you can certainly work your way up to doing that at the driving range. So first thing what you do is take a very narrow stance, grab a club, put it down towards where the ball would be, and all you're going to do is take a step forward, and as you take that step forward, I want you to make your backswing, and then we're going to follow through. Now the reason why this drill is so effective, it teaches you how to get that pressure shift forward before you finish your backswing, which is something I mentioned at the start of the video that's super important. So we get our feet together, we go back and through. And that really gives you a great sequence that you can take to the golf course. So feet nice and close together, backswing. This is a fantastic one to practice to get all these moves ingrained into your golf swing without really thinking too much about each piece. So let's have a look at down the line. I'll do one nice and easy, feet close together, little step. So we're making sure we're getting that pressure shift, that rotation, everything's opening up, and we're finishing to a nice balanced finish. All right, now super important, tying in with this, I've got a video coming up that talks about golf weight shift versus hip turn. Now this is an important video, ties right in with this golf downswing sequence to help you make a great golf swing. So make sure you watch it, it's coming up. Do you want to know how to make an even better golf swing? Click and watch the video on your screen now. It's going to go into more detail about golf weight shift versus hip turn, which ties in really well with this video to help you make a great golf swing. Do you want to know how to play even better golf? Consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.